I can't quite figure out what women want. You kick a man out, push him away from his own place, and then your new boyfriend settles in. Skip ahead 2 years, and your ex-husband has moved forward, finding happiness in his life. Meanwhile, you're still uncertain about where you stand in your new setup. Because your ex-husband is flourishing, you're both mad and wanting him back, all at once. It's nonsense.
That's not fair. That is not fair! That is not fair!
All right, gather around, fellas. Let's dive into this story. In the intricate maze of her emotions, a 28-year-old woman named Sarah found herself standing at a crossroads in her life. She had tied the knot with a 35-year-old man, Thomas, at the tender age of 17, and they had navigated through 1.5 tumultuous years of marriage. Their journey had been marked by hurdles, including Thomas's mental struggles and instances of conflict, though the latter had eased as he better managed his condition. Buried deep within, Sarah had always harbored a nagging suspicion that perhaps her and Thomas's paths weren't meant to be intertwined. As time flowed, her amorous feelings for him dwindled, leaving her with a sense of detachment and, at times, even a revulsion for his affections. Despite a solid camaraderie and a generally content life together, she couldn't shake off the persistent notion that a crucial puzzle piece was absent. October took Sarah by surprise, steering her life into an unforeseen direction when she crossed paths with a 42-year-old man named Martin. The instant they met, an undeniable chemistry and emotional bond sparked between them. No physical intimacy occurred, but the encounter jolted Sarah's awareness of the void in her marriage. She opened up about this revelation to Thomas, confessing her uncertainty about their future as a couple. Consequently, they chose to part ways, with Thomas relocating from their shared abode. In the aftermath of their separation, Sarah found herself building a connection with Martin. This new relationship contrasted starkly with her marriage to Thomas. It was passionate, exhilarating, and deeply gratifying. Martin's compassion and his knack for making her feel cherished breathed a refreshing gust of air into her life. The most important aspect was that he never pushed Sarah towards hastily finalizing a divorce. His sole concern was her well-being. Come December, Sarah mustered the courage to inform Thomas of her desire for a divorce. Although he didn't share her sentiment and suggested seeking counseling, Sarah remained resolute in her choice. Understanding her decision, Thomas commenced moving forward with his life, leading to minimal interaction between them. Yet, as Sarah inched toward legalizing the divorce, a wave of serious doubts washed over her. The thought of letting go of Thomas and the life they had constructed left her conflicted. Uncertainty clouded her judgment, and she pondered whether rekindling the romantic sentiments she once held for Thomas was feasible. She questioned if she deserved a shot at reconciliation considering her new relationship, and whether they could overcome the pain of the recent months. Sarah was torn between clinging to Martin and the intense love they once shared. The horizon with him appeared promising, yet the thought of permanently severing ties with her husband brought her a profound sadness. Amid her heart's turmoil, Sarah sought solace in therapy to gain clarity. The choices ahead were intricate, rife with emotional charge, and she understood the necessity of prioritizing her happiness while considering everyone's sentiments involved. In this expedition of self-discovery and soul-searching, Sarah was resolute in locating her authentic path. Eventually, Sarah chose Martin. Fast forward 2 years, and Thomas had already moved on. He had remarried. Unlike Sarah, who found herself in an unhappy relationship, she recounted his abusive tendencies. Sarah struggled to define her place in the relationship. Scrolling through her Facebook, Thomas's life mirrored their shared plans. However, Sarah was not the one by his side. Another had taken her place. Anger simmered within her, and she yearned for Thomas's return. Bear in mind, she's in her mid-30s now. The consequences of past actions were catching up. Thomas's interest in reconciling was improbable. The intricacies of women's desires elude me. You sever ties, evict a man from his own home, then your new boyfriend takes his place. A couple of years later, your ex-husband has rebuilt his life and found happiness, while you struggle in your new relationship. Frustration brews, and you desire his return. Nonsense. Let's not overlook Thomas's content married life. Even if he were unattached, I'd never endorse reuniting. I might have already addressed this topic. Never rekindle with an ex. You'll never satisfy her. She'll forever draw parallels with her ex, likely Martin's present challenge. You'll never measure up. To me, the crux isn't Sarah's partners. It's her. If two relationships collapse due to the same pattern, logically, she played a role. She's the variable. Sarah must mend her relationship with Martin, for Thomas will never rekindle. That's reality. Regrettably, women seldom shoulder accountability. They'll consistently point at their exes. Zero self-assessment. I've grown disillusioned with such women. Her bond with Thomas fizzled, and now her connection with Martin is fraying. Rather than attempt resolution, she contemplates abandoning ship. Either she nurtures her relationship or embraces singlehood at 50. The ball's in her court, and that's it for today on Sigma Traits. Make sure you hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, and don't forget to ring that notification bell so you can be the first to know when my new video drops. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.